So this is Gamer Dom and welcome back to my channel. Only a week to go, it's the 18th of December, a week to go till Christmas. So, Advent offer today after the frenzy that was the E25 yesterday. I think this one could equally have the same effect. It is the Rheinmetall Skorpion G, which in my humble opinion is one of the best TDs in the game. This is a German tier 8 tank destroyer. Let's have a look at the packages. So you can buy it standalone, just the tank with a garage slot, for £33.29, or just shy of €40. So that's a very expensive. It's this sort of top end tier 8 price. As memory serves, that was kind of the price that it was sold in originally. So yeah, or you can buy a whopping great bundle which has the tank, a garage slot, 6,750 gold, 15 of those times 5 victory missions, and 30 personal reserves of plus 100% for 2 hours, which come in at £50.24, or just shy of €60, which somehow is a minus 9% saving. I have no idea how they work that out, but seems a hell of a lot of money to me. But there you go. So that's your that's your deals today. Let's have a quick look at the tank itself. So first up, this is not a great crew trainer. It's really not. The problem is most of the German TD lines have, or sort of things like the Borsigs and stuff, have 2 loaders, and this thing doesn't have a single loader. So the commander functions as a loader on this tank. So you only have a commander, radio man, driver, and gunner. So as a trainer, it lacks, because you will need to train your loaders elsewhere, frankly. But as a tank, it's phenomenally good. So engine power 650, top speed is a whacking great 60. And 20 in reverse. Traverse speed of 30 is a bit slow. Power ratio is a very good for a TD, 17 horsepower per ton. So it moves relatively quickly. It has a good top speed, but isn't great in the turn. And one thing I have noticed, if you get your engine shot out, this thing is like a dog. It loses so much power with its engine gone. Armor, well, it doesn't really have any. 30, 16, 20, so it's very much in this new school of World of Tanks with no armor, big accurate guns. So talking about big accurate guns, he uses 128mm Canon 43L55. It has a whacking great 246 millimeters of penetration with the standard rounds, 311 with an APCR round, and 65 with HE. That's some of the best penetration you will get on a tier 8 tank. Really impressive. 246. I virtually never use any gold. I know a lot of people do, but I virtually never need to use gold on my Borsig, my Skorpion. The only time I do is generally when I run out of standard rounds. So, and it does a whacking great 490 average damage, or 630 with HE. This thing can dish out this punishment. As by way of example, I managed to do TD mission 15 for the T55A in this thing on a defeat. It can give out the punishment like you would not believe. Rate of fire is actually not too bad, 4.92, which obviously will get better with a good crew and with a gun rammer. Dispersion 0.3 is excellent. Aim time is an outstanding 2.1. So this gun is phenomenally good, and it's what this tank is really good for. Gun traverse speed is slow, 18 degrees per second. It's a big gun, so I guess that's why. It does rotate all the way around, so that's another bonus of this thing. Full 360 degree rotation. Gun depression of -7 is okay as well, very nice. And ammo capacity of 30, I've already hinted at that. I find that a little limiting, because by the time you've taken some HE, some APCR, you can find that you've got a bit short on the AP. Now it doesn't need much APCR unless you're a real gold spammer, so maybe it's my mistake for not putting enough or trying to take too much APCR into the game. Obviously it's a non-preferential matchmaking tier 8, so it can see tier 10s, so you kind of need that little bit more punch when you're in those high tiered games. Well, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, depends on the situation. So pros and cons of this tank. Pros: outstanding alpha and penetration. Yeah, I just said that. The gun, the 128, is absolutely phenomenally good. Has a fully traversable turret, which is good for a TD. Fairly good DPM. What was it? I forgot to call that out. Damage per minute, 2,410. So yeah, that's okay. Remember, at a tier 8 now, so that's pretty good. Good speed and mobility, can easily relocate. Yeah, again, like all these TDs, it's a set up, fire, get out of there kind of tank. Quick aim time and great accuracy. The gun is just brilliant. You will love yourself for this gun. View range is average at best. Didn't talk about that. 360 meters. Yeah, not fantastic, but you know, put binos on and it's good enough. 700 signal range is fine as well. Horrible dispersion values. Dispersion values. That's funny, I hadn't really noticed that particularly, but now he mentioned it. Yeah, it's, I wouldn't say it's horrible, but you do find that some long range shots just whiz off into the distance. You've no idea where they went. Worthless armor gets easily penetrated by anything, HE shells included. Yeah, it's a soft skin vehicle basically. Poor gun depression, -7, achievable only at the sides. Well, yeah, you have to manipulate it. It's a fairly big tank. In fact, it's a very big tank, which leads on to the last point: poor camo value. So it's a very, very big tank. Getting the gun down can be problematic, but you just turn slide on, it's fine. I mean, you've got no armor anyway, so it doesn't really matter whether you side on or full on, so I don't really have a problem with the gun depression particularly. Poor camo values is definitely the case. When I first played this thing, and in fact there's probably a video you can find, I'll put the link up if I can find it, where I played this for the first time, and literally I set up, fired, got spotted, relocated, managed to lose the spots, fired again, got spotted, and I was right at the end of the map. So yeah, camo values on this are pretty shockingly bad, but overall it's an outstanding TD. On it, it's positive or negative, I don't know. It comes with this already prepared camo with this scorpion emblem on the side of the turret. You can't remove it, and you can't put any other camo on top. It's supposed to give you the same effect as a camo package, so but since the camo is rubbish on this thing, it doesn't really make any difference. Anyway, that's the Skorpion G. I think it's one of my favourite TDs in the game. I think it's an outstanding tank, really, really good premium. I'm not going to say OP because I got told off for saying OP about the E25, but it is OP in my humble opinion. It's a brilliant tank. If you haven't already got it, I would certainly recommend you buy it. It gives you a break from driving around your E25 that you all bought yesterday. Judging by the number of those on the battlefield, wow. Wowza, wowza, wowza. Anyway, it's been Gamer Dom. Hope this was useful to you. If it was, give it a like. Treat yourself. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel. It's free, it's easy. Not really any dancing girls, sorry about that. And I'll see you again soon. This has been Gamer Dom. Enjoy your games, have fun. Remember, it's just a game. Don't take it too seriously. And I'll see you again soon. Gamer Dom, out.